It's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they decided a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice pass start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you can get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Take over first and 10.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Well, I know one thing. In baseball, you want to have your closer, right, to finish off games. How about finishing off a season? Last week, Week 16, he was the NFC Offensive Player of the Week as he looks forward to this one here to close out the year.
And, of course, he'll have the playoffs to look forward to. Already clinched a berth there, but indeed a great Week 16. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Complete.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Eagles.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 5 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster run.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Love from the gun. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards, first down Packers. To throw now, here's Love. He'll find DeGuara, complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
It's a pickup.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
But he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they're able to...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Vedvik now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time, a 9-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So this has been a lot like...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Looking deep for Adams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 39 yards there, a big one. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports.
Of the first quarter, with the score tied 14-14.
Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. And in week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Really nice nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Hurts steps away to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the clock bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
he's going to run again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Eagles.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Second down, Love. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Love. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. Touchdown, Packers!
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's a time I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. He's going to, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Love. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've reached. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
34. Packers.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again.
And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And they have secured that spot in the playoffs, clinching the NFC North Division, in fact. So for the moment, they would be hosting a wild card game in round 1.
And I think it is cause for celebration. Let's not get hung up on the fact that only one team now.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st down, Philadelphia.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because often line of defense against a line.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it, and the Eagles have recovered.
Sacked.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
13 yards. First down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Hurts. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
7.
Again, it's Jones. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Down at the 11-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. You got to step it up. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now they get a fourth-quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Love now on second down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Love from the gun. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Hunter Renfrow with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A first throw for the backup, Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets the... only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Packers.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. On 1st and 10, Love. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd down. Love. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A big play there. 30 yards. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. The drive starting play, a good one. Give them 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves. But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.